Welcome into Crunch Time with Chris. I'm your host, Chris Ninehouse. My guest recently broke Kickapoo Volleyball's 27-year state semifinal drought, taking the Lady Chiefs to back-to-back Final Fours. And in her junior and senior seasons, she had junior year, you had the state semifinal. You actually came in second place. Amazing job both years in a row. Now she spent 2 years with the back-to-back Big 12 champion Arizona State Sun Devils, and Drake Volleyball is lucky to have her transferring in to play for them. My guest is Bella Faria. Bella, thanks for coming in with us, our former Athlete of the Week.
Of course. Hello, everyone.
So you're in Des Moines right now. You're actually doing some camps right now, huh, for Drake?
Yes, we have 2 weeks straight of camps for all ages from elementary all the way to high school. So we've just been there at the gym practicing in the morning, doing our weights, and then we're at camps for the rest of the day. And then we end this Friday. So.
Okay, awesome. So, I actually used to work in Sioux City, Iowa. I remember it was big news because the kids at Drake had, what they did is they tried to get the actual Drake to show up to campus, okay? And they had this whole online campaign, and then one day he just showed up. It actually happened. Yeah, you should look it up sometime. Yes, okay?
I had no idea about that.
Yeah, it was like so cool, yeah. So I wanted to ask you, first of all, that accomplishment, breaking that 27-year drought, back-to-back years, your junior and senior year. Talk about, looking back on that, how special of an accomplishment that is to you.
It was just awesome. It was so real, just like being a part of like a team that you're playing with your best friends. And we had grown up playing together since like the 7th grade. We were all on the same team. And it's just so amazing to see like all the hard work that we've put in pay off like in those 2 years. And obviously like we did really well just all growing up together, just in general. But just doing something that like special with those people means so much to me, and like those relationships I like will carry with me forever. And I always like think about, I'm like, oh, it'd be so fun to like go back and play another Kickapoo volleyball game. Like just that team chemistry that we had on that court was so unmatched, and being with those girls every day and coaches made my heart very happy.
Yeah, and that next year was a rebuilding year. So many seniors leaving that squad. Several of you went to Division I schools to play volleyball. A couple right here at Missouri State, and then so they had their first losing season in a while. Winning last year, had a winning season last year. Have you been able to keep up with the program, and what do you think's next for them?
I think they're on the roll for a great season this year. I know they just got done with their KU camp. And I have some of my friends' younger sisters on Kickapoo, so they're super excited to start their junior season and senior season. So I'm super excited to see what all that they can accomplish, and just working together every single day, knowing that like they should go in with the mindset of they're not just like working for themselves, but also for their teammates, and just keeping a very consistent and encouraging energy in the gym is super important, carrying that legacy on. But yeah, I'm super excited to see what they can accomplish this year. I know they changed conferences, I think, a couple years ago in the C something. I forget what it's called.
It happens. It feels like all the time. Yes, exactly. We keep up with them, but yeah.
Yeah.
They
So
still have the
it's been
same
more
rivals.
competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So it's been competitive for them there. I'm super excited. I hope to like watch some of their games online. Maybe if I have like a free weekend, can come back. I went actually in the summertime to visit Marcy and the team just to hang out and see how everything was going. And that was really nice just to be back in the gym and talk to them and get to know them a little bit more, the ones that I hadn't known. So I'm excited, and I think it's on a very high roll this season. So.
Yeah, and all Bella, is winning, okay? Because now you go to Arizona State. First of all, anyone who has not been to Arizona State, one of the most beautiful campuses. And, you spent your first 2 college years there as a libero for back-to-back Big 12 championship teams, which I was looking, I think they maybe have never done that. I don't know. The conference alignments and changes there too. But that was the only 2 that they had listed. So you're doing big things there, just like you did at Kickapoo. And then also, second round in the NCAA tournament, your freshman year, Sweet 16 last year. Just talk about what that ride was like for you.
Yeah, being at Arizona State was so much fun. Like, just the girls and the coaches and the program and the culture that we were trying to build there is so amazing. And I'm super grateful and blessed to have the opportunity to play there And being on that competitive and high level of a team has taught me so much about volleyball, myself, and like the standard that we should be setting every single day in the gym. And I'm really thankful for that because if I didn't have like that opportunity there, I think my college experience, volleyball wise and about myself would be a lot different. So I'm super grateful that God has blessed me with that and just continuing on that legacy of, being in the Sweet 16 was awesome the past year. And we had won the Big 12 back to back, like you said. So just being like knowing that you're in the gym, working super hard every single day from the beginning of spring all the way to the end. It's a long season, so knowing that our teammates show up every single day, putting in the work is hard to do, but it's all about discipline and showing up for each other. So I think that discipline every single day has made us accomplish what we can. So at Arizona State.
Yeah, now you're going to Drake. New opportunity here. I'm sure they're just very anxious to dig into your championship DNA here and apply it to their program. What have they told you about your role with them? What are your expectations when you go join them?
Yeah, so when I was getting recruited out of the portal, I was just praying a lot, trying to figure out like what I wanted to do and seeing if I still wanted to play volleyball at that point, just to kind of see like what opportunities I had. And I had landed on Drake because I just absolutely love their coaching staff and the team seems super welcoming right off the bat. I really liked the balance between like the academics and the volleyball here because it's a smaller private school, so it's a little bit different, obviously
Mm.
than Arizona State, but I'm super excited. The spring went really well for me and our team in general. So I'm super excited to see all of our hard work pay off. We ended up going to Europe this summer. So that was a super fun foreign tour experience, but double days are right around the corner now. So I'm training to be a libero, DS there, and not really sure like how our season's looking for like obviously people in the court. Anybody can earn that position. But I just want to go in there with as much encouragement and confidence and grace for my teammates and build on them every single day and the coaches as well. So I'm super excited to see what we can accomplish this year in the Missouri Valley.
You know, we've seen several kids from our area go to Drake. It seems like they have a disproportionate amount of people from our area.
Yeah.
Kale Combs was there recently. We do stories on them when they come by. So it must be a nice place. I have seen the campus, and I think you're already seeing it. It's a great place to be. So we're happy to see that you're there, even though we're sad you're not at the other former Valley rival, Missouri State, okay? So
Yes.
you mentioned Coach Marcy Adams. I was wondering, what are some things that she taught you as a coach that you're still continuing to apply here today?
Yeah, I think one thing that really just sticks with me is like you get to, not you have to, because like
Mhm.
if you're going in the mindset with like, oh, I have to practice, oh, I have to play in this game, or I have to like do this like extra for volleyball, like it's like, no, I get to show up every single day for my teammates. It's I get to practice, I get to play in this competitive program. So things like that kind of just switch my mindset, and I feel like just being at Kickapoo gave me so much confidence and helped with my leadership abilities on and off the court. So I think she really just taught me how to have a good mindset about volleyball and in the game and feeling extra confident and obviously like the competitive aspects, like what are things that we can do better off the court to also apply on the court, vice versa. So I think she just really had that mindset of like, okay, how can you give like 1% more each day for your teammates and your coaches? So I really appreciate her for that.
Yeah, and I remember when we went to go over there for your championship runs there. It just seemed like it was a factory, and we know that they're going to get back to that, and they've just gotten better since you
Yeah.
guys have left. They had to do that whole rebuilding thing. We see that so many times when you have a great senior class like that, and we're excited to see
Hmm.
what's going to happen going forward for the Lady Chiefs, and for you going forward. Now it's about that time. You got to you got to. Yeah, everyone's declared their majors by your junior year, that sort of thing. What do you want to be here? What are you studying for? And talk about what your long-term goals are.
Yeah, so I am studying sports communications here, sports media and communications. My goal is to probably try to do like video content creation. Maybe something like this on the news would be
Yeah.
awesome. I took it was a reporting and writing principles class, and it kind of like pushed me out of my comfort zone to like go interview people, and I thought that was kind of fun as well. So maybe like a job involving like ESPN, or like some professional volleyball, football basketball team I think would be really fun to be a part of. Also, like marketing and social media are big strategies for me as well to lean into. So I'm excited to learn more about that because at Drake they had just have a lot of connections. So I really liked that aspect of the academic side. So we'll kind of just see wherever I land, maybe getting an internship after college, depending on if I want to play pro or not. But yeah.
That was the fun part about doing your athlete week because you knew you wanted to do that then, and
Hmm.
I'm glad to hear it hasn't changed because I remember talking to you about it, and yeah, this is the fun stuff right here, and you
Yeah.
could probably come for my job at some point here if you wanted, although we know you could go anywhere and do all this just because you keep winning everywhere you go, Bella. This is great stuff. We're excited. We'll be able to keep an eye on Drake and this season. So what are you doing in your spare time now? Do you have any hobbies besides sports and school? I know it's busy for you, but what are you into this
Yeah.
summer?
I've been really busy. I was not home like the whole month of June. Two of my sisters just got married, so that was super exciting to see a ton
Nice.
of family. And then yeah, we went to Europe, so that was super fun. I've never been to Europe before, so I got to explore all these really cool cities. And then just spending a lot of time at the lake has been super fun. It's been raining a little bit, so that hasn't been the best, but 4th of July was a lot of fun. And then doing some volleyball camps back at home. I had some like 6th to 8th graders come train with me. So that was super fun to get to know them a little bit more and train them and have that experience coaching. But yeah, kind of just doing my normal stuff of traveling and being at the lake, spending time with family and friends, and enjoying it while I can.
Well, Bella, Europe, wherever you go in Europe, I'm sure you're winning there too. We're excited for you. Can't wait to see what's next for you.
Yeah.
Kickapoo's kind of taken over Crunch Time with Chris. I had Spencer Robarge on
Oh,
last week.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, he already a PBA champion. Amazing stuff. And we're booked for another Bella Fauntleroy next
Oh,
Monday. Catching
oh
up with
my
her.
gosh,
Yeah,
yes.
she's gonna go play basketball in Italy. I think it's at the end of this month, or is it the end of
Fun.
August? I forget which one. We'll go over that with her. But she's going this summer over to Italy. That's gonna be so cool. So
Yeah.
after obviously her amazing career at Baylor. So
Mhm.
yeah, Kickapoo. Everything's coming up Kickapoo lately. A lot of great ambassadors for the school. You're the latest example of that. Bella, thanks for joining us here. This has been great.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
And we'll probably see you out at the golf course. I saw you at the Kickapoo was killing
Yep.
it at the golf course there too for high school for the boys meet that a couple months ago.
Yes.
So
Yes,
Bella,
for sure.
congratulations on all your success, and we'll be watching Drake volleyball with great interest this year.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.